Hi guys, so it is the next day, and like I said, we're going to go over how we're going to mix the pigments this time around for the second layer. So we're still going to use a little bit of the eye candy pigments with the Okinawa blue, and then we're also going to do the Persian purple as well. But to incorporate these two colors, we're going to use the Bombay inks. This is aqua. So we'll do a couple drops of that one, and then we'll also do turquoise. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just gonna add a tad bit of the Okinawa blue. So when I say a tad bit, remember we did like a nickel to dime size last time. I'm probably gonna put about that much. And again, if you wanna add a little bit more, that's totally fine. It's just for me. I know I just want just a tad bit with this second layer, and then we'll go from there. If I feel like we need to do a third layer, I might just do that, but we'll see. And again, just a little bit. You see that? Okay. And the reason why I'm doing that is I don't want too much of the shimmer in there, because what's going to happen is it'll overtake the alcohol ink, and I don't want that to occur. And again, we're going to use the same resin, titanium white. We're going to stir it. Remember, so the oils don't seep to the bottom, or if they're just sitting on top. Stir it pretty well. And we'll probably use about the same amount of the white. I might do a couple more pours with it, so I don't know exactly how much I want to use. So it just depends on what you want to, pour next. Obviously for this video, we're just doing the one board for now. I would probably do about a dime size again, because you want it to be a nice consistency. So about that much. And the rule is 10% pigment to your resin, depending on how much resin you're using. I have decided to do 4 ounces for this one. So basically 2 ounces of part A and 2 ounces of part B. And again, you're just gonna stir it, making sure that popsicle stick hits the bottom, and you're scraping the sides. So I'll do this for 3 minutes, and then we will start to pour. Okay guys, so I just mixed up my resin, and I put the eye candy pigments in, as you saw how much I did. Real quick though, before we start, so this is what I was talking about. You can just peel off the resin drips like so, and it comes off, and throw them away, and then you have a clean slate. I'm not going to peel all of them off just because I'll probably use this space in just a second. So this is what it looks like with just that tad bit of pigment we put in. So now I'm going to shake up the bottle a little bit of the Bombay inks, which is the turquoise, and we're going to add about 2 drops. So 1, 2. And it's okay if you drop a little bit more, it happens. You're just gonna stir that up. And what it's gonna do is give you more of that transparent look to it. You see, so it's still pretty, blue, but once we blow it out here, you're still gonna be able to see this part of the wave. I hope. We'll see. And again, we'll do the same thing with the Okinawa. So this is what it looks like pretty much without the alcohol inks, and then we're just going to add a tad bit in there as well. 1, 2. Okay. Stir that up, and it just gives it a little bit more of a transparent look, like I was saying, and a little bit more vibrant. All right, and the white I already obviously mixed up. It's the same thing. Is what it looks like. The consistency is still a little runny, which is fine. Okay guys, so we are ready to start. So I'm just gonna put the clear right about here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks okay. Make sure to go over the sides. Sorry if you guys can hear my air conditioning and my ventilator. It can get a little loud. Okay. So I put about the same amount of the clear like I did last time. Maybe not as much. Put that to the side. Now we're going to do the turquoise or the aqua, whatever you want to call it. And you know, a lot of times I'll kind of go right before the, if this makes sense. So I'll start like right here because I still want some of that color to mix in. So the white is probably about that much clear first. And I just blend it out. That's basically what I'm doing. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know and I can explain it a little better. I hope it does make sense. All right, so again, over the sides. And now here's the blue. And again, we're just like we're painting. Same thing as before. We still want it to go over the edge, which is nice because we already have that base. Uh-oh, that was my torch. My base right here, so it'll adhere to the sides of the board as well. So we should be fine there. So you really can't see right now that you can still see that wave underneath it. But you will once we kind of heat it up. So you're gonna stir again, make sure everything's mixed. And then it's funny because we're doing this during the day, so I really can't see where the line is. So make sure you're doing this in lighting where you can see. Because in Arizona, sometimes the sun gets so bright, even if I close the blind, you can still see through it. So anyway, we're just going very slowly. And I probably missed a little bit right there, but it's fine. As you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going over it again and again on the other side. So you have enough white to go, to blow out on the sides as well. And our angel waves. Okay, I think that looks like I missed a little right here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to torch now, and you can probably see it clear as I'm torching. You can still see that wave. It's more transparent. Now, if we were just to use the actual eye candy pigments just by itself, you would not see that shadow wave underneath it. Okay, so get our heat gun on medium. Heat up that shoreline again. And I'm gonna start in the middle, like I did last time. Okay, did you notice how I just kept going? I went from one side to the other and then back again. And then we're gonna torch it. All right, guys, I think that looks pretty good. We're gonna wait a little bit just to see the cells start to pop and create on its own. So it's been about 10 minutes and I kind of like how it formed. I don't know, it looks a little murky right here. So I don't know. I want you guys to tell me if I should do a third layer, but we'll see. It might not look that way after it cures completely. I will list all the products that I used below. And again, this was not a paid sponsorship. I have paid for all the pigments that I use, but I am an ambassador for both, so I'm able to give you a coupon code. Make sure you guys hit the like button and you need to subscribe to the channel so that way you'll be updated on new videos that I will post weekly. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below because it's really important that I learn from you as well. Any suggestions or tips that you might have for me, I'm super excited. So thanks again and stay tuned and we'll see you soon.